We certainly want to see banks succeed in this new world order.
And so, yes, I think that we are going to see mass adoption outside the US first, outside the Western countries first, and then we'll see that flow over. And eventually, again, the way that I've always talked about this, and I kind of see it happening now, is it's just another rail. Mm-hmm. And if we think about it like that, and we don't think about it as this like scary thing, mm-hmm. it's just another rail, then we'll see it, all over in the world.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box, provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Cryptoteacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy. And it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And then also, of course, in the first quarter of 2025, we always get a correction. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. Of course, yesterday made a slight move up, pulling back. Yesterday we had stocks make a slight move up. Today, pulling back. And the only thing you have to do is look at the actual indicators. We have yield rates making that move up once again. Right now we have the dollar also slightly up, and we know that's not good for markets. And then we have volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC, and we have USDC and USDT stablecoins dominate crypto purchases in Latin America. And we know it's cheaper, faster, and especially in an inflationary environment. And we have the stablecoin market cap hits a new all-time high. And the crazy part about it is that once we get regulation, yes, these stablecoins are going to shrink. But when it comes to the market cap of these stablecoins, it's going to be in the trillions. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed repo at 131 billion yesterday. Make sure you pull on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And when I made that quote, I know a lot of you laughed at the beginning, but now we've seen all the pieces come together. And we see Trump moving this digital economy fast forward. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, guys, we have Jerome in the house next week. And we know he's going to pause and say the economy is still strong. They have the 2% inflation goal, but he does see some weakness. And this is going to be the first time he has to admit the economy is getting weaker. The inflation that we have right now is nothing but corporate greed. They can drop prices tomorrow. Well, remember, it's only a handful of companies that own everything. They just go by 1,000 different names. But we're seeing the job market get hit. Not just Trump and Elon. These big corporations had already set up layoffs last year, and then plus we see layoffs are picking up when it comes to these big major corporations, and the jobs that are being lost are executive jobs. We've never seen that before. I'm an old man, and we know the bottom always gets cut first before the top, but now we're seeing the top get cut, and the bottom is there. The reason why, because they know the machines are going to take their place. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then we have Russia's central bank proposes opening crypto trading for qualified local investors. And don't forget, these Brics nations are going to lead the fourth industrial revolution. The United States and the West is behind on purpose. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs right now are slightly down as I'm doing this video. Now we have Bitcoin ETFs saw 13 million in net inflows yesterday. Ethereum ETFs saw 10 million in net outflows. So when it comes to these spot Bitcoin ETFs, we're definitely seeing inflows slow up. And don't forget to pay attention to the inflows and outflows. Now we have the CBOE files with the SEC to allow in-kind redemptions for Invesco Galaxy Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. And that means that they can buy and sell in the actual digital asset instead of using cash. And guys, we know fiat is definitely about to go away. Now we have Franklin Templeton files for a spot XRP ETF with CBOE. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have tokenization firm Securitize taps Redstone as first oracle for on-chain funds for Apollo, BlackRock, Hamilton Lane, and KKR. And this makes it easier for them to bridge the funds. And guys, we know DeFi is definitely the new banking. And then lastly, we have Ripple secures approval for Dubai's financial regulator to offer crypto payments and services in the UAE. And who's leading this fourth industrial revolution? The emerging markets in the Middle East. Even though these crypto companies are based in the United States, all their business is overseas, and you don't hear Trump saying anything about it because the big banks and big corporations have funded the rails for the emerging markets' new financial system, and then of course the United States is going to follow. Before they bring the fourth industrial revolution to the United States, they want it to be seamless because remember, the United States is the last free nation. They want Americans to use it without them even knowing they're using it. They don't want critical thinkers because then the people wouldn't accept the system and the system wouldn't work. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.